Leadership is thoroughly researched and so much spoken about and written about. But for me, I think the three most important things for leadership is character, competence, and a large heart. All three things really need to go together for the real right leader who can really motivate and lead. For me, leadership styles are situational in nature. We admire different things in different people. I admire General Patton the most for the kind of fire that he was able to put in his soldiers' stomachs and the way he was able to lead in the battlefield, versus a corporate leader who uses different techniques and motivation tools to do that. We have different people do it in the political system. My belief is a leader who can flex his style depending on the situation and the people he's leading is far more important than admiring a set or a characteristic of a leader. Reams and reams of papers have been written and lots of web pages on it. There's no conclusion, the jury is out. But one basic fact is rather very clear. Every good leader will have to be a good manager. Otherwise, he's not going to be planning, directing, coordinating, communicating well. A good leader will have to be a good manager, but the reverse is not necessarily true. There can be good managers who are very good at managing few things, but they need not necessarily be leaders, because leadership is a higher level competency which is inclusive of managerial capabilities. If I give you an example, if I ask a manager to knock down a wall with efficiency, within timeline, and ensure that the whole place is clean, a manager will be able to do that very, very well. But a leader is likely to ask a question, is this the right wall to knock down? I believe that is the difference. The purpose, the intent, the larger purpose is far more important for the leader than a manager who is accomplishing a task within the time, with the quality, in the best way, efficient way possible. I think efficiency and effectiveness can be a good example. Efficiency is manager, effectiveness is necessarily the leader. This is a misnomer that many people carry. I have known of so many shy leaders who really don't thump the desk or beat the chest and talk about or communicate in a hurrah way, but they have moved nations. Mahatma Gandhi is one such example. He was never that aggressive communicator, but his communication in an era when nothing was available other than his own talk or some radio, he moved the nation. There are several other examples in the corporate world. So my belief is we should not go for the packaging. We should try and go to understand whether the person is able to communicate. And communications are different types. One is to merely inform, another is to move people into action. So it's the end objective met versus what was set is more important. Lots and lots of shy people can become much and much better leaders. I don't think we should stereotype that. You see, leader is working both for his people or her people and for the organization simultaneously. The leader has the both moral and otherwise fiduciary and board responsibility to ensure that these two are in balance. When the organization is doing very, very well, one set of stakeholders are happy, the other set of stakeholders are not necessarily happy. But when the organization is not doing well, everybody is unhappy. So he is trying to ensure that the good times and the bad times don't last forever, and there will be cycles, and leader, through his sheer skill of motivation, capability, goal-directed behavior and a vision, is supposed to move his people to that long-term strategy of staying afloat and succeeding, and not necessarily in the short term. So obviously he will have a great role to play in ensuring that people understand that these bad times don't last. Well, there are so many dialogues on leadership, but the one which I possibly like the most, don't die for your country, let the other person die for his country. And when it comes question of morality and moving people through values, it will be Gandhi. If it is in the battlefield, it starts from Patton to General Manekshaw. If it is in music, it could be A.R. Rahman in orchestrating a performance in a very different way. If it is an individual contribution, there are several scientists, including C.V. Raman from India, who have contributed to this field. So again, it's going to be a wide variety of choices available. Building capabilities in people fast enough so that they can deliver goods and grow in their roles is something that keeps bothering me about. There isn't one, but yes, my mother's food was always the comfort food. Finding so much of time to do work. I wanted to be in films, arts, theatre and drama. Hopefully someday I will do it.